and welcome back to the Dreamcasting Gaming Podcast. We're back again today with myself, Sean, and Carl. And we had our planned podcast today, which will still go ahead, but we had quite a magnificent announcement today, and that was the Elder Scrolls or Oblivion, the remaster, was just announced and shadow dropped while it was being announced. And some of you may be asking, what's the big deal about that? Well, to make sense of this, Elder Scrolls, if you're familiar with gaming, you may have heard the name Skyrim. And Skyrim was Elder Scrolls 5. So that was the last in the series of Elder Scrolls games. But before that, there was a game called Oblivion, and it was an absolute phenomenon. So as that's been announced, and we've seen the trailers and the details and whatnot, we'll be covering that. And those of us that have played it will be covering our experiences with the recent one. And we'll be explaining why we're not excited for this remaster slash remake, as well as this episode will also be concentrating on the reveal of the Switch 2. And anyone who's been listening to the recent episodes over the last year or 6 months would understand that a lot has been leading up to this. So we finally had a Nintendo Direct, which revealed most of the important details. However, not without controversy, which is what we will discuss. And there will also be a few other little things, which I won't say what they are until they're about to happen. So know this. This show is going to start with Oblivion, and it's going to end with the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal. But in between that, there's going to be a few different things. So without further ado, we're going to go around the round table, or I should probably say this triangle, as there's three of us. And we're going to see what's new, what's been going on, short and sweet, so we can then move into this talk of Oblivion. So, with that being said, Sean, how have you been since the last time we were here? What's new and what have you got to tell us?
Yeah, no, I've been good.
Sorry, for a moment there, sorry, let me just pause for a minute. For a moment there, everything just slowed down and I thought, was I just talking to myself for the last 5 minutes? I didn't even want to say nothing. I was about to get upset.
No, there's a very good intro,
But yeah, no problem. So please do.
I've just been, we're playing these games. I actually... Because, I completed Kingdom Come Deliverance, I completed Avowed, and I'm trying to remember what else I've been playing. I've been playing so many games. And I recently actually completed Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, the Phantom Liberty DLC. So I finally got to see the end of that. So I completed that. That had an interesting ending.
That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
May I ask a quick question? Now you completed it. In terms of comparison to the base game, how much more content would you say there was? Because you completed it when it first came out as well, didn't you?
No, so I completed the base game when it first came out, but not like the DLC. I didn't complete when it first came out, so this is the first time completing the DLC.
No. I mean the base game, not the DLC.
Yeah. So the DLC. Obviously, the ending for the DLC is better than the ending for the base game. But what they did with the DLC is they ended it still on a cliffhanger. So it's like, they plan to still do more content for this? Or, and that's what was really surprising. I was like, are they going to do more? Is there another DLC coming? Because it's not, you haven't ended the story. Like, you left it on a cliffhanger. So.
Yeah, I think they just leave it open to do more DLC.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished it a long time ago.
Yeah. And it's like,
I played it because I didn't think I had anything to play at the time. So I go through it, and it was like just for something to go through. But it's actually, I don't know, man. It's the story's. I think the story's better than the first one anyway. The base game.
Yeah.
The story's better. The way they the way they structure the world as well, where it kind of simultaneously like goes into the cutscenes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Could have used the world better in this one, and
Yeah.
it can tell it's like you're in new areas, you know, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the thing. And what I was going to say is that there are some side quests, quests that I can still do that are Phantom Liberty related that wasn't the main story. So it's like, there is still some content there. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you, but and the way they've improved the AI and also the police responses and stuff is the missions are better now because the police actually chase you like, you know, properly, and then there's a response unit and stuff like that. Like it's like a GTA, like 5 stars. You know what I mean? You can go up to you got to the crazy level if you want, like. Oh yeah, man. But yeah, sorry. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean, do you think that they're gonna do more expansions?
Yeah.
You reckon there's gonna be another expansion?
Yeah. Because the reason why is because there is a community like a community that sort of that are interested in cyberpunk in general. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think they left it open because when it comes relevant again, I think they'll release another DLC because cyberpunk comes in and out of fashion, you know, that kind of genre. You know what I'm saying? So I think and all they got to do is like get an A-list actor. Like obviously Keanu Reeves is in it still, but he's not in it as much as Idris Elba. Idris Elba was the main guy. You know what I'm saying in this one. So I think they'll get another actor that can up and coming or another up and coming actor to come in. I
don't even think they need an actor. Like they just need to have a great story. Like I don't think they need an actor per se.
Yeah, I mean the characters are kind of set now, innit? Like the characters in the world are set, like you know, like you know who's who kind of thing. Some new characters, some old characters come up, but the world is massive, so you can always add to it as well, you know. So,
so there was that.
I think they need to do more the wastelands, you know, the wastelands bit that
the part where it's been I think they don't focus too much on it because it's cyberpunk, they want to focus on the technology in the world.
Oh no, I know exactly. I know, but it just like seems like a waste. Sometimes there are missions out there, but it seems like a waste of space. You know, it should be.
Yeah. And I also forgot that I completed Ghost of Tsushima, so.
Oh yeah,
Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out. I tried that out, and I was like did a few hours into it, and I'm just like, I can't stomach this dialogue. Like the dialogue is so bad. Like the dialogue, the characters, they're so bad. Like it's not a gameplay thing. It's not a visual thing. Like they've got the visuals locked down. The gameplay is cool. The combat is improved, but it's not nowhere near. Like going to play Ghost of Tsushima because I never completed that game. Going to play that, I was like, this is just miles ahead, and this is a game that's how many years older than Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm like, you've got this as an example, and you don't even come as hard as this game goes. Like the dialogue, the story in Ghost of Tsushima, so much better. The combat better. Like everything in it is better.
And there's a sequel coming out soon as well.
Yeah, so Ghost of Yotai, they've got a sequel coming. It's supposed to be this year, but I can't see it making it this year. But apparently it's supposed to be this year.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. But obviously I don't know when the PC version comes. I think at some point they're gonna have to start doing the day and date with PC. But yeah, like Ghost of Tsushima, absolute great game. Like
I need to play that.
I enjoyed my moment through that. Yeah, I enjoyed myself. So yeah, I completed that too. So yeah, I've just been going back to back on the games, but that's what I have been doing. So yeah, so that's me. Have you still got Raph here? Is Raph still alive?
Yeah. I'm what was I gonna say now? Yeah, no. That's you've done quite a bit, man. You've done quite a bit. Done quite a bit.
Yeah, man. Gaming.
Yeah. I hear that. Appreciate that. Carl, and yourself since the last time. What have you been enjoying? What have you been doing?
Not much difference from the last time. I'm playing Warhammer online. Quite a bit. Enjoying the PvP. So it was basically PvP anyway. I'm enjoying that. I've been watching a few shows.
Whoa, back up. Did you say Warhammer Online? Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, continue. I got a Liverpool.
You're still playing the MMO, yeah?
Yeah, you're talking about the MMO, yeah.
I'm playing both actually. I'm actually playing Warhammer 3 and Warhammer Online Reckoning, Age of Reckoning. So playing those three. Pretty much the same as last time, trying to level up and just enjoying the game. But I've been watching a few shows. I actually finished Gangs of London.
Gangs of London, what is that, season 1 or second season? Yeah.
All of them. Done them all.
How is it?
Yeah, man. If you got nothing to do and you got something running in the background,
which is very rare these days.
Very rare. If you're just chilling and you've got something.
That doesn't sound too great, man. Just started to have in the background, you know. I'm just like
no. Like it's like just brainless viewing, isn't it? Like, nothing really can just my days and stuff. Yeah, I mean, just like just violence.
Have you seen Kin?
I haven't. No, I have not.
Like now that's a gangland thing, but like obviously Irish. It's got the guy from Daredevil in it, the Daredevil guy.
I did hear about that actually. Yeah,
but the show is sick. I was
actually, I did watch a few episodes. That is actually good. Yeah, it's an Irish that guy from yes.
What's that? You watch it.
Yeah, I saw a few episodes just passing. It looked good, man. I have to kind of like get into that still. Yes, I watched that.
Littlefinger from Game of Thrones is in that as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll have to get a little viewing of that. What else have I watched? I watched that movie. I think it came out. Did it come out last year, Russ? Civil War.
Yes, it did.
Last 2024. Yeah, I watched Civil War the other day. Very, very good film. And like me and Raph were talking the other day. Now that Trump's coming, you can see that what America could be like. It's kind of like a crazy thing. Like it could be a normal thing, like just the military people just taking military guns and shooting everybody, like a lawless society. So it's a really good film. If anybody hasn't watched it yet, Civil War, really good film to watch.
I'm in the middle of watching the Doom 2 film.
Okay,
I'm in the middle of watching that. Have you guys seen it? Like
Which film?
Doom 2. Dune Part 2.
Yeah, of course. We spoke about it last year.
Dune. Dune.
Definitely. We spoke about this.
Yeah. No, I haven't watched it yet. So.
Okay. So this is your first time seeing it, right? Okay. Yeah. How far into it are you?
Might be like a quarter into it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm watching it. In fact, it's now that bit where you meet Freed. The nephew of the Baron, the Baron Hartley.
Yeah.
And he's seen as a psychopath. I know I like him. I'm like, I like this guy. He's insane. So like seeing him and actually he having his honourable fight in the arena with the last of the Atreides. Yep. So I was like, look at him. Took the shield off. I'm like, man of honour. So see that. So I'm like, all right then, because obviously the Dune game is coming soon, isn't it? So I'm like, all right, let me finish this. Let me watch this so that I know a little more about the lore when I go into try the beta.
Yeah. Did you watch the series as well, Sean?
No, there's a series.
Yeah, there's a series, and it's quite highly rated as well. I think that's
animated or live action?
No, real series.
It's the HBO. It's the HBO series as well.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was a series.
Vikings, the guy from Vikings. What's his?
What is it? Is it a sequel or a prequel? What is it? Sort of like?
It's a prequel. It's a prequel.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like the origins and the powers and. Yeah.
Okay.
That's really good. Very, 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 very good. Like that is really underage.
Was it only one season? How many seasons have got?
At the moment, one season.
Yeah.
I finished it a few months ago. Yeah, but it's good, man. Very good.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been doing that, and I've watched a bit of Mobland. Mobland.
Oh yeah. People like that one a lot.
Yeah, with Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan, and is it Judi Dench? No, not Judi Dench. What's her name? Not Judi Dench. What's her name, man? Can't remember the lady's name.
Okay.
It's gonna bug me now. But yeah, very good show. Looks good. Uh, yeah, but that's about it. A Game in Front, not anything new, so I can't really talk about too much on that. But yeah, more shows and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's me.
Okay, sounding good. Okay, so for myself, I've had somewhat of a watching legacy stuff really. So I'm in the process of watching.
Rap,
Yep.
Helen Mirren, Helen.
Oh yeah. Helen
That's it.
Mirren.
Even gonna bug you. Sorry, I did.
She's good. Yeah, no. I totally get that.
Yeah.
So where was I? As I was saying, gaming wise, I was back on Space Marine 2. They'd had a very good update recently, with some new operation type stuff. So I was playing that for a bit.
The Saber guys just recently announced the game, or they're dropping the game. What was it?
I don't know about that. I'm not sure. They announced that they announced that they're currently in active production on Space Marine 2. That's the last thing I know they announced. Other than that, I don't know about anything else they've said, and that was quite recent.
It was something else. Because I saw their name come up recently, and I was like, "What? Are they doing this as well?" And I was like, mad confused how they're doing so many games. I'm just trying to quickly go look at what it was that they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. So what was I going to say now? Jeez, cut me up, Sean, mate. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'd been playing that. Been experiencing some of the new Hearthstone DLC that came out recently. Which is fair. It's okay. And Total War Warhammer 3. So I'm back on that. I know that sounds kind of like repetitive, but listen, just again, enjoying that thoroughly. Now, in terms of what I've been watching, I have been getting deeper and deeper into Sons of Anarchy, and I'm on season 4 now. Yeah, I'm on season 4 now. It's gotten better. I didn't really like it. I thought it was kind of, whatever. But now, things are definitely.
I'm telling you, it's still gonna get mad. I'm telling you, it's still not even there yet.
Put it this way. Even though I'm on the podcast now, I am thinking to myself, can I get an episode in before bed tonight? Because I really want to see what's going on with you. So when that's happening, you're watching something fairly good. So I'm watching that.
I'm telling you, and it ain't even there yet. You're not even there.
Here we go. And in terms of films, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to mention the 2 legacy films. And I know I said we're going to start with Oblivion, but I'm going to punch in one of the topics that would be brought in. But anyway, so I'd recently watched Terminator 1, 2, and 3. I'm still really thinking, what the hell made you do that? And to be honest, I'm not even sure why the hell I was watching Terminator 1.
It's the AI that's just making you.
Yeah, I'm like, I think all this AI talk might have done it. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Maybe. Maybe. But I went and I watched Terminator 1. I watched Terminator 2. I'm halfway through 3. And these are all films I've seen many times before. But I'll say this. Watching them with people who hasn't seen them before, and I'm kind of on that sort of a path now where I'm like, I'll either watch it with someone who's young or just watch it with someone who just hasn't seen it, or the last time we saw it was very young. And it's their reactions to things, and also the authenticity. Even though you're watching a sci-fi film, there's something authentic about what you're watching. Honest special
because
effects.
it wasn't that many CGI unless like the T.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. So it was honest special effects, practical effects. Just honest acting. You could see how a film that's 4 years old holds up like nothing now, holds up like, it's no problem. And even to the point, there's a chase scene in the first film where I think the Terminator's on a motorbike and they're driving through a tunnel and there is no CGI. Everything is just there. And it's like, look, kind of really appreciate the effort and being ahead of yourself. And then when discussing the film, I had to remind the people watching it, like, look, listen, this is why this one person I'm about to mention, really no one really touches him because of this. James Cameron made that film. And he made Terminator 2. And he made Aliens. And he made Titanic. And obviously he's done Avatar 1 and 2. I see this and I'm like, yeah, this is why you leave this guy alone.
Yeah, the guy was deep.
You don't touch him. He too much of a pioneer. So those are the things I had done. However, talking about currently, I had recently gone to the cinema to watch a film called Death of a Unicorn. And when I
Oh yeah, I saw the trailer. It looks really interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Now,
really interesting.
it's so wild that I remember seeing the poster and thinking, and thought it was a out and out fantasy type of thing, which obviously it is. But then a film that actually is what it is, Death of a Unicorn. However, I watched the film. I think it was fantastic. The subject matter of the film is pretty cool as well. So, not to give any spoilers away, but there's a father and daughter on the way to somewhere. They run over a unicorn that they don't realize is a unicorn, and then it kind of spirals from that point. Kind of crazy. But is this what I'm about to mention is all in the trailer? So just imagine when you think of a unicorn, you think of it's a pure mythical creature, right? Yeah, it's a pure mythical
It's a
creature.
mythical creature. Yeah.
Now just imagine
Is it? Sorry, Smurf is a horror.
it's you could say it's a dark horror maybe. It's got the horror. It's got it's sorry a dark comedy. It's a dark comedy, so it has comedic elements to it, but it also has horrific elements to it. So it's got that kind of tone to it. But what I will say is this: so if you come across a mythical creature such as a unicorn, and it's so pure and everything else, and just imagine the trailer is the unicorn gets run over. They feel guilty. They think they've killed it, or it looks like it's dead, and then it starts moving about, and something happens where it starts to heal people around it. You could say in some kind of sense. So as we know, you can't. Pharmaceuticals and corporations get an idea of that. You can imagine what they want to do. So the film goes on from there, but it is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I would say again, the reason I mentioned A24 is because this is one studio, and I believe they were independent before. I'm sure they still are, who continuously bring original type of films, horrors, thrillers, whatever you want to call them. They really do bring them. And this is another one. And I believe we have another film coming up called Warfare, which will be in a similar tone to Carl, what you mentioned, Civil War. And that, for me, from what I saw from the trailer, is definitely giving them horror vibes. However, it's horror vibes in the sense that there's a set of soldiers, who are, I think it's shot in like kind of like real time, so it's kind of nerve wracking. So the shaky cameras there, they're kind of pinned down in the middle of somewhere in Iraq, and I think they've run out of supplies or whatever it may be, and it just looks absolutely dreadful. Now you're looking at something, man, that is not a scenario you really want to be in. So that's coming soon. I don't know exactly when, but that's on the way, and that looks very, very good. And yeah, that's what I wanted to spill about A24. So bouncing off of that, it's now time to talk about the surprise drop of Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion was dropped today, which makes that the 22nd of April, 2025. Now I'm wondering, that does make it flat out 20 years, I believe, if I'm right. 20 years since the original. Because even as we speak, I've gone onto my Steam account to look at Oblivion, the original, which is in my library. And okay, so it was released on PC in 2007, but that's the Game of the Year edition. I'm pretty sure the other one came hand in hand. But either way, we're talking about a game that's 20 years ago. And it's a it's a special situation here. And we're gonna talk a little bit on what makes it so special and why it's important. And I think at this point, I would just say, putting things into perspective, we go back to the year 2005, okay? And at that point, we'd had RPGs up. To be honest with you, we had some legendary RPGs already at that point, but none with the scope of Oblivion, none with the open, complete, like vast open world of Oblivion in that kind of fantasy setting. And what they managed to achieve was phenomenal. And by that, complete freedom, complete choice, consequences for your actions, living and breathing sort of environment and just the things you could do. So as I said, in my experience, I can't remember exactly what the details were. I had become a vampire, and there was the consequences for that. The way the world reacted to me, not being able to go out in daylight. To some people, it's like one of the worst things you could do because it hindered your gaming experience. But I was obviously somewhat younger and didn't see it that way. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm actually a vampire. But the consequences were really real. It made the game harder in a certain aspect. Obviously, you're able to do certain things, but then you just couldn't do other things. And I just remember being completely and utterly mesmerized by that. And as far as it stood for me, I was like, yeah, that was a great experience that happened years ago. They're never going to, replicate that or bring that back. We obviously had Skyrim years later, which was fantastic. But it wasn't Oblivion, but it was a good, it was a good game. But to sit down here today and see this just shadow drop like nothing is very, very shocking. And also it's very, it reignites some form of I don't know, so some form of passion for Bethesda. Because for the longest while, I've just turned away from Bethesda. I've just been like, oh, yeah, you know what? Not bothered with they've got in bed with Microsoft. It is what it is. But what they've done here, I respect highly. I respect it highly. And I'm hoping for more stuff like that. And if it is as good as it looks, I think we're going to be in for a good time going forward with Bethesda. And that's pretty much my take with Oblivion. So I'm going to pass this over to you guys now. And I think, Sean, as you're someone who hasn't experienced Oblivion, it'd be nice to hear what you've got to say. And then we'll listen to you, Sean, at the end. Oh, sorry, you, Carl, after that. So please do proceed, Sean.
I mean, obviously leading up to this, like I was seeing the rumors about, Bethesda's going to shadow drop Oblivion Remastered, and it's like if they're going to announce it and they're going to announce it and drop it on the same day, and I was just like, that's wild. I mean, like, because obviously, I'm thinking Bethesda, I think their Fallout TV show was very successful, so I was expecting the very next thing that they would make is a Fallout 3 remaster remake or one of those. So I was surprised that it was Elder Scrolls. And yeah, Oblivion was one I didn't play. I didn't play Skyrim. Never got into it. And it's just like, but when I hear people talking about the best Elder Scrolls games, I hear Oblivion, I hear Morrowind, I hear Daggerfall. People always battling on what is the best out of those games. But I do remember Oblivion back on the 360 days when I got a 360 and I got Gears of War. I just remember Oblivion was always that RPG that loads of people were playing. It was always there and highly regarded, but I never played it. So I'm very glad that there is a remaster. Just looking at it, I don't even know why they call it remaster. It looks like it's been remade. It looks phenomenal. I've seen remasters and we've seen games when they remaster, like Red Dead 1 remaster. That's an actual remaster. That game has not been remade. Oblivion looks way better, and I heard it's been built on Unreal Engine 5, so I don't even know why they're not calling it a remake. So I am very excited to dive into this game and see what all the hype was about. So I'm very much looking forward to going to it because I'm going into it blind. I've not played any of it. So just like some of the listeners, some people might not have played it. So obviously we don't want any spoilers. But yeah, I have no idea what Oblivion's like. Like I only know the starting of Skyrim where you're in that cart being hauled away as a slave. But I don't know anything about what Oblivion, what the starting is like, the ending. I know nothing about Oblivion. So definitely gonna, pass the mic over to Carl, and Carl can dive into what this Oblivion is really saying.
It's basically the daddy of all of the games that you play right now. To be honest with you, it's just the ultimate sandbox RPG. You can do. It was like when I played it, it was like the world is your oyster. Like you can be anyone you want to be. Like say, like vampire, or you could be an elf, you could be a human. The way you look, you can customize the way you look. You can have like mage spells with a bow and arrow. You could be like a a paladin wielding with a and you get in like certain swords you can get like or weapons you can get throughout the game. You can be a thief. You can go and stick like it was just so. It's like basically like GTA, but in a fantasy world and in like a Lord of the Rings setting.
Ooh, yeah, that's dope. That's very
And
exciting.
yeah, you've got the first person view, so it's like like with Chivalry, you've got that kind of
Yeah,
combat,
immersive, like
immersive
Kingdom
combat,
Come.
exactly like that. And this news has come as I'm actually in shock. I'm actually in shock. I mean, I was told today that the game was not only
You got the real experience because loads of people, like a lot of us knew it was coming, but
no.
it would have been nice if no one knew.
I don't know what I've been doing for the past week or so, but it's been posted in the chat of the podcast. I haven't noticed it at all. I thought it was just some hoax. I must have thought it was a hoax or something. I don't know what and
That's a nice surprise, though, man. That's a nice
point because I was actually the other day thinking about playing it, but it's just I can't bring myself to play the game because it wasn't, it was just not up to date. You can't enjoy. But like when I saw the way what they've done, like you say, Sean, this is like
Christmas come early, bro.
Yeah, but the remaster. This is what I call a remaster. Like this is not just like enhancing the graphics of the old one or just this is a remaster from the so and from what the experience that I had before with the game, it's just going to make it even more like an enhanced experience. Like it's going to be more immersive for me. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things I could say about the game, but I don't want to spoil it because, people haven't played it. But, yeah, storylines. I mean, you could just be going along and you just get tapped by bandits and something's happening. Like you run, like, it's just so, I mean, it's just a sandbox MMO, but with all the character in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like GTA. You're going around GTA, you're seeing character everywhere. It's like they put so much effort into this one. And like the people that like Skyrim, you're gonna love this one. I mean, this is just the daddy of Skyrim, Yeah. And hopefully they're gonna I think there's some DLC already for it, and hopefully they're gonna add some more stuff to it. Yeah, it looks very promising. Very, very promising. Very happy with that.
Obviously you played Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Right? How does Oblivion compare to Baldur's Gate 3? Obviously Baldur's Gate 3 is a newer game and
it's different. It's a different style of game though, isn't it? Like, I know what you're saying. I do. The setting. Yeah, but I mean, Oblivion. It's like I say, it's sandbox. So you're just going anywhere you go over the map. You see a castle, and you go, "Well, what's going on in that castle?" You go down to the castle and explore the castle, and you see what's going. Or like you're in town and you just feel like shooting someone in the head with an arrow, and then the guards will go, "What are you doing, man?" Like all this stuff. You can. It's just, it's hard to explain until you play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously I haven't played the new remaster. I'm just going off old memories. You know what I'm saying? And I played it a long time ago. But I remember I did do what Raf done as well with the vampire stuff, and I couldn't go out in the day and shit. Like I've done all of that. Like I done stuff like I had levitation spell. I had to levitate and fight this priest, this mad priest in a cathedral. Like it was just there's so much to it, man. Yeah.
So what would you like class as your favorite RPG or your top 3 RPGs of all time?
Well, Skyrim's in there. I love Skyrim. Witcher 3. I think Witcher 3 is my favorite. I think Witcher 3.
Number 1?
I think number 1 because it was new, but number 3 because it was just like I like the open world in that one. I like the way that one looked as well. Or is it Witcher 2? Is it Witcher 2? Witcher 2.
Witcher 3 is the larger one. I mean, well, obviously it's a bigger sandbox.
I think Witcher 3, man, because I think the way you could explore in that one, I like exploring. I like exploring. That's why I like Kingdom Come Deliverance as well, the first one, because I like the exploration.
Man, wait till you play number 2, man.
No, that's on my list, but that's gonna be down the list now because I'm playing.
When you putting it behind Oblivion, yeah?
Yeah, that's gone by. That's down the list now, bro. That's great. Oblivion's next now. Mm.
Damn. What about Fallout? Did you play Fallout?
Of course I did. I played all the Fallouts, man.
Yeah. So how does it compare to Oblivion? Obviously from the same
Oh, yeah,
dev.
Fallouts. Oh, sorry, Fallout. Sorry, I forgot about Fallout. No, I think it's Fallout, Witcher, and then Skyrim, and then I think Oblivion obviously is going to be the top. I think, but like that's the daddy of all of them. You know what I'm saying? But I think, yeah, Fallout is definitely in it. But that's what I'm saying. It's a different setting. You know what I'm saying? Fallout setting's like the post-apocalypse setting. And then the zombies, and I love that as well. Like, there's so many genres that I like. I like cyberpunk genre. I like, but the genre that Oblivion caters for, that's my favorite.
So Dragon Age Origins doesn't compare to
Yeah.
Oblivion.
No. Oblivion's the one,
Okay.
man. Oblivion.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's just too good, man. I swear. Oh man, it's just even like the characters in it. Like, they're just like, you know what I mean? They're just proper.
Interesting people, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you want. You want the people who got depth when they, dialogue is interesting. All of those things. These are things I
when
care
you're
about.
fighting certain people, you're fighting for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm diving into it tonight. So once we go off the podcast, I'm booting it up. I've already got it downloaded.
Yeah, man, do it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So no, definitely. But wait, do you pick for you Skyrim is better than Oblivion?
No, Oblivion's better than Skyrim, man.
Okay.
But Skyrim.
So you and Raph are saying the same thing.
Yeah. Oblivion. That's what I'm saying. Oblivion is the daddy of all those. I understand. I can't explain to you. It's just. It was that from my experience from them times as well. It was just so the graphics were so good at that time as well. And even though they're dated now, they were just like ahead of not ahead of their time, but it just suited the game, like the way.
Did you play like the previous, like Morrowind, Daggerfall? Did you play the previous Elder Scrolls games?
I played Morrowind, but I didn't play too much of that. I didn't play too much of that. Oh, lie, I didn't play too much of that. Because I played Elder Scrolls Online as well. So I like that the Elder Scrolls world,
Yeah.
So,
okay.
With the like, you got the cat people, you've got the orcs, you've got like all the different types of races and stuff like that. But yeah, man, customization. I hope the customization was really good in the last one as well. Like in terms of the way the fate, you could like make yourself look like a monstrosity, or you could make yourself look like crazy because you had all the different races as well. So you can make yourself look like a crazy orc, or you can make yourself look like a high elf, or you can make yourself look like a cat with like like a tiger. It's just so many things, man. Like you got to see. But
that's what I gotta say.
There is a lore behind it all as well. So, if you really want to delve into it, you can find out what about all the races and stuff and how they're treated and stuff,
Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking forward to diving into that tonight. So I'm see what that's about. And Raph, yourself, I mean, you the RPG man as well. You brought people on to Dragon Age Origins.
That's true.
Where does Oblivion rank in your top RPGs of all time?
Of all time, I think it's in the top 5. Well, I would say it's in the top 5. Overall, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a crazy.
Because for me, what it is, there are, for me, and we've had these, and maybe it's time to revise them. I think it's been 5 years now since we've had something like that, but it may be time to revisit, the kind of which games do hold up for those top spots. And Oblivion is there, but I think Oblivion had become forgotten. I think that's what happened. It got its crown, and no one really was speaking on Oblivion anymore because no one expected it to really be making a return. Everything was about what happens after Skyrim. And out of nowhere, we have ourselves thrown back to Oblivion. I can tell you now, everybody's just excited and happy. Anyone who's an RPG person who ever experienced it before is looking forward to going back there. I think the difference is the style of Oblivion. And that's why, people will bring up, like yourself, you brought up a Dragon Age. Some people might bring up Knights of the Old Republic. If you look at it, that there's a certain style of RPG, and this is why I said to you that this one was completely open. I think it was the first open 3D open real world.
Yeah.
It weren't like you jump in a jet and fly to another planet. None of that. Or you load up into somewhere else, or you open up a map. Because what you'll find is a lot of the older RPGs, you might leave a city, and as you leave the city, a map opens, and it may be a branching map. But in Oblivion, that was it. You're out there. As soon as you open up in that world, you go wherever you want, whenever you want, and however you want to get there. What you come across, you come across. So it's responsible definitely for the open world RPGs. So all the Witchers, obviously Skyrim, even Breath of the Wild to a degree, all of those would look back to Oblivion and say, yeah, that's where it became clear. Okay, we can do that. So that's how they do, and that's how it was done. And it also has its own personality as well with the characters. Funny or slapstick, really cool. And just today, when I was watching the presentation, afterwards they had one of the original voice actors for a lot of the characters in the game. He had such a range for voice acting that he would voice some of the soldiers. Like, do you remember when I took an arrow to the knee? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Right. In Oblivion, there was something else to do with cheese. I can't remember exactly what it's called.
Yeah,
something the soldiers are saying about cheese.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, and I was like, wow, he did that. So yeah, I mean, look, if you're listening and you're half invested in games, and I do believe anyone listening probably is to a degree, or some of you may be listening for the movie side of things or show side of things, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. And if I had to compare it to something a bit more recent, it's as if Sony would just turn around and shadow drop a remake of Bloodborne. It has that significance, and pull it on every platform or something like that. It'd be bonkers. It'd be like, what? So that's what this is here with that. And yeah, it's massive deal. And quite thoroughly impressed to see that this is a thing.
So you guys are going to get it and
I intend to get it. I literally, as we're speaking, I've just been on Steam. I heard something about upgrading, and it's not, you don't upgrade from your old one. What you can upgrade to, yeah, you definitely can't upgrade that. That's
because I saw.
That's why I went quiet.
I saw that you went quiet.
Yeah, and I went there and I saw. It was technical because I was getting excited. However, though, it is on CD keys, so
that's I've seen it.
That's cool.
It's £37 on CD.
Yeah, so I'm like, look,
Game Pass, and you get to play it.
Well, the thing is, you know what? I like the thing of Game Pass, but I will say this.
But actually, a game like that, I want to own that.
Yeah, I don't like the idea that I'm on some kind of time restriction with Game Pass to play a game like that. If it's a game that I can
you can't,
but I can't do that with this game. No way. No. I don't want that. So that's a fair deal price. So that can run to me. Can anybody explain to me why Path of Exile is so cheap on
Remember, it's early access. It's early access.
Well, Path of Exile 2 or Path of Exile?
Yeah, Path of Exile 2, yeah.
Path of Exile 2
is cheap. And that's just the key to get into the
it's just the key to get into the thing.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, remember, Path of Exile is a free game. When it launches, it's going to be free. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only you have to pay.
Hey, look. You see the I'm looking at some of the customer reviews for Oblivion, and there are people here.
Well, they're already putting reviews there.
Yeah, man, they've already got the review, and they're already saying,
on Steam?
On Steam, proud purchaser of the upgrade to get the mount, to get the armor and the mount. the armor of
What
man.
the hell?
Yeah, people are proud. They're like, yep, I'm glad I did this. I don't
This
care.
is what I'm doing, but this is where they got to make their money, innit? They have to make their
Well,
money.
not just that. Yeah, I think this is more a case
They've
of
done their work, man. That
yeah,
looks like they've
no,
done
but
their work.
look,
Man.
this is more a case of this is fandoms. This is people who are fandoms saying, "Yep, I'm paying for it because I'm that happy."
Yeah, but
It's like, that happy.
they're
So you
paying for?
basically you've got two versions, right? So you can upgrade to the deluxe edition. Now with the deluxe edition, you get new quests for a unique digital Akatosh and Meryl Dragon armors, weapons, and horse armor sets. You get the digital art book and the soundtrack. But what you've got here is where is it? Where are they gone? So yeah, you've got people who've reviewed that. Now usually we all know with DLCs they get thumbs down. The people that have purchased it, they will give it thumbs up and said, "Yep, I paid it, and I don't care. I'm getting the horse armor again, my beloved horse armor." All this just because it's the DLC that started it all. And they say, "Yeah, listen, some people like this was the DLC that started all the DLC." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's true. I remember that. This was one of the first games."
Yeah, I remember hearing about the horse arm.
Give DLC, yeah. So, yeah,
he gave birth to microtransactions. Microtransactions. The Godfather. Like, so Carl wasn't lying when he said the daddy of all games. It really was.
The daddy of microtransactions. Yeah, bro. The daddy of everything.
The daddy of microtransactions. The horse armor. And they said the horse armor made more than the base game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was mad. It was a mad time.
Crazy.
Madness, bro.
Mad time.
For a game that's not even online, bro. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Absolute madness. So, yeah. Obviously, we had another studio do their little reveal and a release date for their game. Bungie revealed Marathon. Well, showed gameplay for Marathon.
Yeah.
And Carl, I remember when they first ever announced Marathon, you were excited because you had played the old one, right?
Yeah, it came out in '94, I think. It was like a first person shooter. Yeah, it was right still.
Now, what do you think of what they showed? I'm sure you've seen the gameplay all this. What do you think of that?
No, I'm not. No.
No, what do you think? I was like, I ain't seen Carl talk about this game on the
bro. These brothers made me suffer. Yeah. On Destiny 2 because they were making this piece of crap.
This garbage, innit? I was like,
garbage.
What is this?
It looks like Lego plasticine put together in a battle royale.
I said Lego plasticine. Lego.
It looks like Roblox. I'm like, why does it look like Roblox?
God, it looks terrible, bro. I'm not with it. I'm not with it, man. I'm not with this.
Yeah, okay. Because I was like, man, it's saying nothing about this game.
And no one asked for this. No one asked for this, bro. No one asked for this.
An extraction shooter, you know, that's already a niche genre.
And the thing is, if it was like another like Destiny, another like, you know, okay, cool. No, it's nothing like it. It's a flipping. It's a battle royale extraction. Yeah, no.
Just foolish. I'm just like, such a foolish thing to do, and they cancelled Destiny 3 to do that.
Yeah,
they probably get shut down after this because I think it's just gonna.
No, they will. All the people who are playing Destiny 2 will stop. Obviously, they're going to stop doing. Well, I don't know if I think they're going to stop doing stuff.
Well, they just announced a new DLC for Destiny 2, an expansion.
Oh, they do?
Announced it. Yeah. Well, they've got a reveal for the.
No, but there is a roadmap for there's the last. I think this is the last. There's a last. It's the last of the DLCs. I think.
So they revealed. I can't remember what the name is, but yeah, they've revealed that they've got the real.
The last one was Final Shape, which I got. Last one was Final.
Yeah, the Edge of Fate. That's what it's called, the Edge of Fate.
Yeah.
So their new thing is the Edge of Fate.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing the announcement in May. So May 6th, they're gonna show that. I'm just like, boy, when you just shown this game, I don't even know what I can't even respect them. I'm just like, I don't know what you lot are doing anymore because Marathon just looks embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
Not good at all, man.
So yeah, we just have to get that little tidbit of news out of the way.
Yeah.
Fair
dues. So with that, that will bring us on to. Sorry about this. Do bear with me. So we just went over marathon, which was ironically nothing like a marathon. It was very short. Good marathon.
Like the life of that game will be.
Yeah. There you go. But now, I'm gonna take it to the recent. Now, I don't know if any of you two have seen the new Fantastic Four trailer. But
I didn't watch the trailer. I don't even want to give them clicks after hearing what they did. I'm like, nah.
Well,
you know, give you
I can understand, but at the same time,
I'll put it on right now. Then
it's a film, and for the sake of discussion, it was, it was to be seen. But anyway, cut a long story short, I can't remember if we spoke about the last Superman trailer in the last episode. I do not remember, but I think
we spoke about the first one, not the new one.
Not the new one. Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's a new one.
I had seen the new one. I don't know why I thought we'd spoken about it, but anyway, Fantastic Four trailer came out, and to be honest with you, it looks okay. Until, of course, we hit this whole thing with, we hit the whole thing with, oh no, we've got Silver Surfer showing up, and Silver Surfer is now a female. Now, obviously, a lot of people are going to be running with that and screaming and jumping up and down and shouting about that. But I don't know. I don't really sit in the realms of surprise. And it is what it is. Now, the trailer has an interesting tone because it's set what looks to me like the 60s or the 70s, but with almost like, the Fallout kind of times where it's old, but it's got like a technology side to it. Yeah.
What do they call it? Steampunk.
Kind of a kind of tone like that. So it's doing what it's doing. Benjamin Grimm, who is the Thing, something about him looks a bit weird to me. I can't really put my finger on it. I don't like the Human Torch. He looks like he's just trying to. I don't know.
The cast don't look good.
The cast doesn't seem right to me.
They didn't get this right.
Yeah, I don't know what, I just don't know. I don't know what they did there. But anyway, so you see female Silver Surfer, she shows up. Now, my biggest thing is this. The CGI is just, I don't know, just for 2025, that's laughable, man. Absolutely laughable. That the Silver Surfer that I saw in 2007, you would think it was the other way around. And the quality just looks bad. It just looks like a very low quality film to me.
Yeah, this does not look good.
Yeah, it just looks very low quality.
I'm like, what is this?
Good, bro.
It looks like it should be a TV show. That's how much budget. It don't look like
it does just about look like that. It just about looks like that. And to me, it just I feel to myself, this is just like a throwaway film. It's just like, okay, just to justify something. No, because remember, you're always gonna have those post-credit scenes or something. So it's like, it's gonna have something happen in that post-credit scene to justify making this film. But it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
and I don't watch it for the credits, innit? On them one.
Yeah, exactly. People just want to see the last 2 minutes and see what's going on.
And I don't get why they had to do a female Silver Surfer when Galactus had another herald, a female herald called Nova, and her hair was fire. Like, he had another herald after Silver Surfer obviously left his post. He went and got a new herald to find him worlds that he can eat, and her name was Nova. So there was no need for them to change.
Maybe it's
a male Silver Surfer to a female. There's no need to do that.
Maybe it was too similar to Human Torch, innit? So they want to mix it up.
Yeah, that's true. She is pretty much. Yeah. But then that would have made the story interesting because you'd be like, "What? Who the hell is that? How is it Human Torch?" You know what I'm saying? That would have been like a good way of him sort of being mad at who's this chick who's going around with flames and she's stronger than I am. Like that, I think that would have been an interesting dynamic, Because then people wouldn't be saying DEI because everyone knows Nova. That is Galactic's new herald after Silver Surfer. So it's like, it would have worked, man. I don't know why they felt, you know what? Let's just do a gender swap. The most laziest, like act for diversity. I think it's just so lazy. Race swaps and gender swaps. I think that's so lazy.
I agree. I don't know, but like I said, it was a new trailer. It came out. It was a bit of a chin-wanging about it. I'm not convinced, and again, it will get the same treatment that that Captain African American got from me. And it's going to get the same treatment. I'll see it if I see it. But if I don't,
Captain African America.
Yeah, man, that happened and it's come and gone, and this will come and go too. Also, moving on to something else, which again I think is significant, whether you're a fan or not. The Harry Potter series had an update on its cast. Now, some people may think, man, it's just the cast stage and this and that. But whether you were there or not, Harry Potter was, I mean, it was a defining phase within cinema, within popular culture. And, is huge. And is still huge now. So this is having many keen eyes on the production of what's happening with this series. And with that being said, there was a recent update with the cast. And, apart from the last update with the cast where they've made Sirius Black, Professor Severus.
Was it Snape?
Yeah, Snape.
Yeah.
He had been casted as a
black
man
guy,
as a person of African origin. And with that being said, he has no similarities, apart maybe height, maybe, to the original description of Snape. Now, again, these are things that just come as the norm at this point. And we went over that, and I'm like, okay, cool. But since then, there's been some more updates with the cast. And noticing how, and it does make sense, I guess, that the kids, the main ones, they haven't shown that yet. But I can be sure when they announce Harry Potter and his associates, it's going to be something interesting. But I'll say this: Hagrid. Now, I don't know if any of you don't know who Hagrid is, but he's like that giant-looking guy with the beard. He was portrayed by that guy who used to be in Cracker. I don't know if you don't remember that series back in the day. But anyway, The new Hagrid is Nick Frost. Now, if you remember Nick Frost, he was the friend in Shaun of the Dead. Remember the chubby guy?
Yeah.
He's going to be Hagrid, and I thought that was fantastic.
That's a good
very good. Like
good
that.
Very
good cast.
I like that character.
Very, very good. I said, you know what? It got me with. I said, yeah, him. I like that. John Lithgow. He's going to be Dumbledore, which kind of makes sense. He's looking like a Gandalf nowadays anyway. So that makes sense. So they're going alright with that. You got Paul Whitehouse, some other names, but those two out of the recent ones, I thought, yeah, you know what? That's some good casting there. That is good. Those two are good. And I guess we wait and see what comes with the next. But that's some Harry Potter stuff there for those following or those remotely interested. Moving on from that, the return of Black Mirror. Now, I haven't started.
I've been hearing some stuff about this. I
haven't started the new Black Mirror
episode. Yeah.
Did you watch some episodes already?
Hey, you watched them?
I watched three of them.
Okay. So I went onto my Netflix account and I discovered there's a whole season of Black Mirror I must have not seen. So I watched the last one, and that's what I'm going from. I'm like, wait a minute, what's these episodes? I don't know these ones. But remember, there was a time when Black Mirror was still coming on, but I don't think many people was really watching it for a moment in time. I think it was like the fourth and fifth season or something. But it looks as though there's a good maybe 5 episodes I had not seen. And I was like, what are these? So I ended up watching some older ones. But yes, it was nice to see that it's back. And that was almost like a semi-shadow drop because I didn't even know it was coming. And I remember thoroughly enjoying the episodes that came out. What was it, about 2 years ago now? So yes, real good. But without spoilers, Carl, as you've seen them, would you mind sharing whether they hold up, whether they're an improvement on what you last saw, or have you had any reason to feel any other kind of way?
Yeah, right. So from watching all of the seasons, I think it's got gradually worse, man.
Okay.
I've been hearing this new one's not.
Okay, wow.
It's not good, man.
And it's not.
It's better than that.
Yeah, it's not like in isolation, if I was to watch it in isolation, not watching the last two, or I think it's the third season now. I think it's the third season of it. I think I can't remember.
Season? What do you mean?
Black Mirror.
No, I think there's like 7 seasons.
Oh yeah, it must be. Anyway, I've watched so many anyway, bro. But anyway, so this one, it's got worse in terms of the reason why I think it's got worse is because they're trying to make the episode's so individual that they don't really catch you like the last ones did. Like the emotions that I have in this one are not the ones I had in the last few Black Mirrors that I watched. I'm trying not to spoil it, but it's like I don't really care about the characters. So some mad things happen to the characters, but I don't really care.
Right,
you know,
right.
So when that episode's over, you're like, all right, what's the next one? Is that going to be better than this one? No, that one's a bit lame as well. All right, the next one.
Damn, man.
So it's like, it hasn't caught me. That's why I've only watched 3 episodes. I mean, 3 episodes is quite a lot, I know, but like, it's not really, I would have binge watched the last one because it was just like everyone, you go, oh yeah, I want to watch the next one. This one, it's not grabbed me for some reason. And I think it's because they're a bit, I think it's run its time now. I think they need to.
Wow.
After this one, I think they need to stop it, man, because it's just I think they've run out of ideas, you know. But watch it.
Damn, homie. Damn, homies.
But you've been hearing that, Sean, yeah? You've been hearing that.
Yeah. Someone else who's a Black Mirror fan, they were so disappointed with this season.
Yeah.
They're like, that's not good.
A bit disappointing. But
they were actually getting bored watching these ones. So.
Yeah, that's what it was. I don't know what. I've never been bored.
Super boring, yeah.
Yeah, I've never been bored in the Black Mirror. But it's just, I just stopped daydreaming, and I have to run it back because I don't know what happened. Oh man!
Yeah, that's what they were telling me. That's why they couldn't keep watching it. It was just boring.
Yeah,
they're like, it's so boring. Like,
man.
It's like, damn, man.
It's a hard watch, this one, man. Hard
watch, damn.
Hard watch, bruv. Yeah, certain bits are good, but then it's like, you don't really need to do that, man. Like, all right. You know, it's like, nah.
Wait, the last season, was that the season that they had, like, there was an episode where that Indian girl was getting...
bullied
at work. Yeah,
that was the last.
Like the demon was like, that season was sick.
In her food, and the come out the thing with the food.
And also, remember there was the episode with was it Josh Hartnett where he's in space and his Frankie's going back to his
bro. That
episode left me very
Raph. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, that episode left me really like really having to double down. Whenever I spoke to anyone about it, I said, listen, that is an example of why if you got something you care about,
don't flex with it. Do not flex it, bro.
Don't
talk about what you have when another person don't have what you have.
Got it.
He's lost everything, you know.
Listen,
everything.
Look. I've seen a lot of horror movies in my time. I've seen a lot of things, but that left me in a different. I was left listen, the pain. That was very, very painful.
Yeah, that was like,
very painful.
The thing is, you feel it for everybody.
I remember at the end, he's sitting there waiting for him to come back, and he's like,
I was well, now we've only got each other.
Yeah. He goes, nice,
now it's just me and you.
I was like,
bro. And the maddest thing, the fella's 6 years away, bro. He can't even get back, bro.
You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing.
He can't get
man.
back. He can't.
Even think, listen.
If you look at his face, it was like, you know what?
Yes, bro.
You did this, and I know you did this because of what I did to you.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is it.
Sean, he can't kill him, bro. Because if he kills him, he's on his own.
He's on his own. That's why I can sit down. That's why
no, bro.
It was stone cold.
It's up to you now. It's just up to you
now.
The stone cold. That was a stone cold episode.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm going off that, yeah? Imagine me going off that and then watching this and being bored.
Yeah, that's not good.
No,
not good, man. That's not good.
This one, you lot go watch this one. This one is
There's not even that episode where that girl's dad was his soul was trapped in a thing being tortured.
Yeah,
he was being in an electric chair. They were they were using it in a museum. Like, oh yeah, look at he was going through the death sentence. Like he was being electrocuted. And it was that girl from Nope. Yeah, it was that black girl from Nope.
Ah, okay.
And she went to get revenge because they had her. I don't know if it was her granddad.
No, not from Nope. It's the girl from Get Out. No, not Get Out.
No, for Black Panther, right? Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther Shuri. Yeah, I watched that episode. Wait. Is that a new one?
No, that's the last season.
Hold on.
That's the last season.
You know what? I only saw that episode now. I didn't know. I didn't see that episode when that came out before. I literally only saw that episode a few days ago.
Wow, yeah, that's the old.
So
that's the old.
Seasons ago. I was like, what's this episode? I've never seen it before. But that was a pretty good one because it was talking about she goes to the twist is that she is the daughter, right?
Yeah.
And
the dude didn't know. He's like, look at this thing we got here.
Puts him in a key ring or some shit like that.
Yeah, deep thing. Like, he's suffering.
Like some out there, like place.
Yeah, out there museum. Yeah, it was fucked up.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah, man.
We're saying this going to like see
make you think, man.
Bro, every one will make you want to watch it. Yeah, this one here.
Mm-hmm.
This one here.
Damn.
Nah, brother. I can't even remember it, bro.
That's bad.
I vaguely remember what's going on, bro. That's how boring it was, bro. I'm telling you. And at the end, it's what? That was it. Nah, bro.
That's sad, man.
It's got to be the last one.
Well, they normally leave you thinking, man. Like, damn, what a situation.
I mean, they're not terrible, but it's no. But when you've it's like, listen. The other day, someone at work came up to me and goes, "Yeah, have you seen Black Mirror?" I said, yeah, I watched Black Mirror. Yeah, this is. I was like, I didn't even know there was a new season. Like you, rap. I was like, I didn't know there was a new season. I was like, oh yeah, what? You watched all of them, yeah? No, this is my first. This is my first one. What do you mean?
Yeah, you know how they.
This is my first one, blood. And he's going like, this is dope. I said, bro, you need to go and watch the first series and start again. I ain't heard from You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm going off them parameters of those episodes, and this does not match up. I'm telling you, bro. I can't stress to you enough.
Because you know which ones are legendary to me? There's the one where obviously it's the dudes from Get Out, where he's in a facility where they've got a train, everything. They've got to do everything.
Yeah, that's the early ones. I remember that.
Yeah, that's the early
ones. If you look away from the commercial pauses and says, "Look, you got to look." And I was like, "Damn, that's where we're going to be at soon with ads."
Yeah.
So I remember that one, and then obviously the other major one I remember is the guy who could. They all have the thing where they can rewind and replay things that have happened. And he's like, his name was Johnny Quinn. I remember he was in Layer Cake. Johnny Quinn. And he was like,
oh yeah,
you're laughing at his joke a bit hard. Yeah.
You're laughing at his joke. Yeah. No, that is. Hey, look, listen. What I'll say is this then. I'll say this. Now, obviously, as you can hear, we're laughing and we're remembering how good it is. And I'm, I can be with reason that you can have a bad day in the office, you could say. So if this season is not too good, then I can give that to them. However, I've heard you both talk and I've heard you both say things, but one thing I haven't heard you say, and this is what triggered me, was there was a lot of talk about the actors who are going to be in this Black Mirror or Black Mirror episodes. And I was like, why are they making a big deal about what stars?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I mean, listen, bruh,
I didn't like that. That's what I was hearing leading up to.
I've seen some major actors, and it's just, alright, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like, why are we making that a thing?
Yeah, no. You have to watch it, bro. You have to watch it. That's what I say.
Well, who's in it? I ain't heard of none of them.
That guy, what's his name? There's a famous British actor in it. He's in one of the episodes. There's someone else. But the ones I've seen is there's I can't remember his name, bro. You know what I mean? But there are some famous actors in it, definitely. But I don't know. Maybe
that's a shame, man. That's a shame. Because they have some legendary episodes.
The other ones, man. No, from these three I've just watched, there's no way they match up.
How many episodes do they have a season?
Say that again.
How many episodes do they normally have a season?
I think it's usually 3 or 4, something like that.
3 or 4. Is it? I think it's more than that, isn't it?
Could be. Depends on the season. I think that might be. Sure. It's usually that kind of
Yeah,
that
I
kind
think
of
the
thing.
first one had 4 or 5. I'm not sure. I might be.
I mean,
Them up.
I'm still traumatized by that gamer one. They had the black dudes being fruity in the games. I was just like, what? Why?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, why is he doing this?
Yeah,
I remember
the
thinking,
brother
why
cheats
is
on the brother.
yeah,
The brother cheats
yeah,
on his
man.
team in the game with the other brother. Nah, bruh. Get out of here, man. Fucking
Trying it. I was
can't.
like, stop it. I was like, stop
Nah.
trying to desecrate the name of
That one
gamers.
was,
Stop
yeah,
it.
but Sean, even that, I think even that one's better than these ones, man.
Even that is better.
Yes,
Oh, damn.
I'd rather watch that than
That's
these ones.
deep.
Bro.
Mum, that is a deep thing to say, you know.
It's deep, man. I'm telling you.
Wait. Say that again. Say that again.
I don't, huh?
Well, you don't
Say that
remember?
again. What was it? I missed that part there.
So the episode where they had the black
This
guys who were
fruity
gamers.
episode, bro.
The black guys who were gamers. Remember that, Mum?
Yeah,
Yes,
Like
man. They played the game.
Gaya.
Stop. Was the captain African American in that one?
Yeah, bro.
It wasn't,
Yeah,
innit?
he was. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Lips up the brother. Lips up.
Yeah. Hey, look, listen. I forgot about
African American.
And then he's on masculinely getting his kid is dying. He's been masculinely
And he had a fine wife as well, you know. Like,
yeah, his wife was nice, bro. Man played the game.
man.
Lipsing up, man. Get out of here, man.
one of them was pretending to be Chung Lee or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, terrible. I remember, you know what? My brain had actually erased that. YouTube did that.
No, I erased it.
I forgot that.
I said that I can't. I said that despite like it, I said that they got such memorable episode because that was horrifying. But I still
it was
remember it. I feel
horrifying.
like it was just like, what is this?
That was
But I
bad.
respect that they're good at what they do. Like the Black Mirror people, they're very good at what they do.
Mm.
And then I remember that like robot.
Yeah, that was gonna be the robot one. The robot one.
Sick. That was sick. Like, going after people. I was like, yeah, that robot.
Yeah, that was
sick.
good.
I was like, that is terrifying, mate. I was like, that is. And you know what? We're not far from that with these robots they're doing.
Man.
We're not far from that.
Bro, I'm walking
AI
through.
robot.
Listen, saying that, Sean, I'm walking through Charing Cross. I see the robot cleaning up the flipper. I said, hey.
What?
The robot's cleaning the rubbish up, bro.
What? In Charing Cross?
Go to Charing Cross.
I saw it at Heathrow, and I was like,
yes.
wait, you've got a machine cleaner.
Cross the cleaner. Yes, bro. R2D2 and all that.
I had to record it. I recorded it on my phone. I was like, look at this thing.
Skynet cleaning up, man.
Skynet, man. Skynet and the team.
You got the machines cleaning up, brother. I saw that.
Cleaning up the...
I was like, look at this.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. Them robot dogs, it's not far off. People are going to have them as security. Yep. Robot dogs. Because you ain't got to feed it. You ain't got to do all of this. It's just going to be like, someone tries to come to your house, it will attack someone.
Yep.
They'll be like, they try to come in your house. I imagine those robot dogs are not far off.
Virus start attacking you in your sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Someone starts hacking it. Yeah, that's what I know. It's not far off. We'll have them robot dogs. Not far off.
Yeah, man, walking through Charcoals, you think beep, beep, coming around me. Like, nah. It's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, man, the future is weird. Like, in the next 10, 20 years, it's going to be mad.
Mad.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So, yeah, man, at some point later when we'll talk about Black Mirror, the new teasers and see what
Yeah.
I think I'm going to rewatch it again because I just can't believe I'm bored. I can't. There must be something going on, man. Must be something happening.
Let's hoping for something.
But then you're saying something else
changes.
It's me.
Yeah,
so I
was told it's boring, man.
Can't.
Yeah, no, you don't seem to be alone in that feeling.
No, I love Black Mirror, bro. Black Mirror was my favourite, bro. That and Love and Robots, whatever, that other one. I love that as well. That Love and what's it called, Beth?
Love, Death and Robots?
Yeah, Love, Death and Robots, yeah.
Love, Death and Robots, that is.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that yet. I need to see that.
Yeah, you see it? Oh, you need to watch that. You need to watch that. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
That's wild. Yeah, I suppose that brings us to the Switch reveal.
Certainly does. So here we are. After quite a chunk.
So do you remember your predictions and hopes?
I
vaguely do.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oi! No. This is this is actually a big one because remember last episode, Raph was just about to watch, what was it, a press conference? Or was it a reveal?
It's a reveal. They did a reveal, yeah.
This is the reaction from the reveal, yeah?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. This is a
right.
good one. Yeah, this is the popcorn.
Yeah, let Raph go. The true Nintendo man. Raph was excited for
this.
So let us know your first reaction, Raph.
I will say this, and I'll begin. So, as everybody knows, we were waiting ages for this, and the Nintendo Switch Direct, it started, in traditional fashion. It started slow with a lot of talking, and then things got interesting almost immediately with Mario Kart. So they show Mario Kart in quite some depth, and it's called Mario Kart World, I believe.
Yeah.
So they go through some of the features and the details about that, and it looks good. You now have more races in I think it's 24 players at once.
24 players, yeah.
24 players at once, which is fantastic, and quite a few new modes.
Not just that, Rush. Rush is even at like it's the first time they've done an open world Mario Kart. This is an open world game.
Yeah. That's all good in that. No problem.
Okay, touch on that piece, man. I'm interested in actually. What's going on? Or open world Mario? What you can just join race?
Open world Mario Kart. But you can actually ride around in the world freely.
Yeah,
and you can ride from track to track.
And they got all the tracks in one place. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, it's an open world, so you've got like a huge landmass,
right?
And all the race tracks are in obviously all around this world, and you can drive from one track to the other track. And they've got a mode called Mario Kart Tour, where you basically, when the race is done, normally race is done, it does all the this is one to wherever, and then and it ends, it goes back to a loading screen. No, Mario Kart Tour, it will go from one course. You drive straight to the next course and do the next race, and then like the last 4 people get knocked out. It's like they've got knockouts.
It reminds me of Forza somewhat. So when you're driving around,
that's what people call it. The Mario Kart Forza Horizon.
Yeah, you're transitioning straight into another race, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that happened, and it was like, okay, yeah, cool. That they showed that, but before that, they told us the release date. So the shocking thing was the release date is Thursday, the 5th of June. That's when the Switch 2 will be released.
And I just remembered we had a bet, and I was like, first half of the year. We betted this. You were like last half of the year. I remember this now. I remember that bet. I remember
that's
that.
Right. Yes, so you won that bet, and all good in that. And after that, because they didn't mention the price until I believe the end. I can't remember if it was early the price or at the end of the price.
Did they do? I think they didn't do it on the event because people were like,
that's
why
right.
did they mention
so
the
price? Wasn't revealed. And everyone was like, okay, what's the price? So the price wasn't revealed. But the date was, and then they speak about the Joy-Con and how the Joy-Con can now act as a mouse. And they show how that will work, because with now some other more third-party type titles coming, particularly things like Civilization and stuff like that, and even first-person shooters with
Cyberpunk, and Metroid,
in a house game like Metroid. They showed how viable that was, and it's very, very interesting, looked very, very good. And they then spoke about the physical technicalities of the machine. What was better, which is the obvious, the screen size, the Joy-Cons themselves. But what stood out as a question mark for myself was the screen. Now the screen is a lot bigger and a lot clearer. And it is still an LCD screen. And as anyone who knows would have a receipt that I said I would not be getting a Switch 2 unless it's an OLED. Now, I do stand by that. However, that was with the mindset that the LCD is what I'd got from a Switch close to 10 years ago. Now, seeing what this is here, and again, this is seeing it off screen, it looks phenomenal. However, I haven't seen it in the flesh. I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I can only go by what I've seen. It does look phenomenal. But is it enough for me to go out and get one immediately? That I'm not convinced about. I will get one. I just don't know when I will get one. But that's not something that's making me go, yeah, I'm just going to get it, blah, 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 blah. But back to the event itself. So, the games that they mentioned, which I started with, which was Mario Kart World, that was a big deal. Then they had something called, the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which has a lot of people confused because it seems like a demo, explaining what all the different components do within the Switch. And the problem is this game's not for free. Yet it looks like something that should be shovelware or freeware.
Yeah, it
very,
looks like
very
it should
crazy.
be built in, yeah.
And
it looks like a built-in type of
yeah. And the funny thing is, when you talk about launch titles and prices for consoles, I'll probably get into this after this actually, but there was something that happened with the former president of Nintendo called Reggie Fils-Aimé. Who is a fan favorite of most Nintendo fans and gamers in general, but he brought up something to do with the days of the Wii. And I'll get back to that very, very soon. However, straight away, they announced some partner games. And one was Street Fighter 6, looking great, Split Fiction, Hogwarts Legacy, and everything I'm mentioning was looking phenomenal. All looking great. But then some surprise ones started to hit. And one of them was Cyberpunk, the Ultimate Edition. Now, anyone who knows anything, Cyberpunk probably is one of the defining games on the market now in terms of technical prowess. Like, if you want to know how good something's going to look, you look at Cyberpunk, how well it uses ray tracing and the aesthetics and everything like that. And that running on a handheld alone is something to behold. And from what I gather, it runs nothing like the way it was presented on the Switch, like the way it does on the Steam Deck. And then we move forward. And something that was rumored, but we wasn't sure, and something that is very welcomed, is the fact that the Nintendo announced that the Nintendo GameCube games will now be available on the Nintendo Switch Plus expansion thing online, which is like your subscription for online play. The problem is it's only on the Switch too, so it won't be on the Switch, the original Switch. And from what I've gathered, there's some technical problem with the processor before having to emulate the GameCube. Whether that's true or not is another story, but that's what they're running with. And at you'll have access to the Wind Waker, which is an absolute fantastic classic, and Soul Calibur 2 and F-Zero GX, which is very, very, very good.
You know, I watched some reviews of Wind Waker, by the way.
Say that again, sorry?
I watched some reviews of Wind Waker because I wanted to know
the old one, the remake, or this one.
Like the old Wind Waker.
Okay,
I was looking at reviews from years ago on YouTube. And I was like, wow, this is actually good. Like, people love it. I was like, this is actually good.
Yeah, I tried to tell you, man. I tried to tell you.
Yeah, and then Twilight Princess as well. And it actually still looks good.
Well, the thing is, I don't know. I've told you about these for yonkers. Even Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
They were all great. And I say it and I'll say it again. Without those games, there is no Breath of the Wild. It's as simple as that. Without those games, there's no Breath of the Wild. End of. You remove any one of them, you don't get no Breath of the Wild. But yeah, so I go back. And they also showed Elden Ring. Now I know to some like, Elden Ring, these are old. But again, to have these games on a handheld, looking the way they look, is phenomenal. However, everything is pretty routine. All right. And we then get something out of nowhere. Now, I can tell you this, watching this live was something. But we see a trailer. And the trailer's looking similar but different. You see a guy walking. It looks like it looks kind of like London, but not London. You're seeing old Victorian buildings. You're seeing a guy who looks kind of vampiric. You're starting to get the feeling that you're looking at a From Software game, but you're like, no, it can't be. That don't make no sense. We just saw Elden Ring. And the trailer continues. You see a guy fly over in a jetpack, and you're definitely like, well, this can't be no Elden Ring or no From Software game. Then you watch even more. You start to think, is this Bloodborne? And the trailer goes on, and you see the From Software logo come up. And it's revealed that a From Software game coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 known as Dust Bloods. Now, information is still sketchy exactly what this game's going to be. But aesthetically, if it didn't have the words Dust Blood, this was looking like a Bloodborne 2.
Yeah,
And
that's what everyone's calling it.
yeah,
That's what I'm
this
seeing everyone call it.
was probably the most shocking thing for me. And I think for most people, just like, what? Nintendo got a relationship with From Software like that? And I think it also is indicative of just how bad things must have got for Miyazaki at From Software, or From Software in general with Sony, for them to allow this to happen. Because, again, no new Bloodborne, no new Bloodborne remaster. And then these guys not just only did Elden Ring and now have this Elden Ring coming out this year, but they managed to work out a relationship with Nintendo of all people to have a game go on their newest console. Maybe it might be timed exclusive or not, I don't know. And Sony had no part in that, or no parts of it. And it reminded me that, never forget, Sony did not want to localize Demon Souls. Do you remember that? They didn't want to
Yeah,
localize
yeah.
Demon Souls back on the PS3. They didn't want to. And
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
like,
Japan only.
yeah, they didn't want that. They actually, Miyazaki went from, it was the fandom. The fans pushed for that so much that it couldn't be ignored. That people were playing the game in Japanese and having to get translation to try and read what was going on. They didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this is looking quite poetic here. Sony's still there with whatever at the minute. But anyway, it's about Nintendo right now. So then things go on, and we then see versions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom having a fantastic upgrades of 4K and 60 frames. They explain that the machine can do 120 frames, high dynamic range, all the fantastic stuff. And for me, I'm like, yeah, this is fantastic. This is great. Show comes to an end, I believe. Or is the price? I think the price is after the show, if I'm right. The price comes out.
Yeah, I think it's after the show.
It's
Yeah,
after the show. That's the question. Hey, and there's about, I would say, in the version that I was watching, there must have been, I don't know, maybe 1 million people watching at the same time, just on the stream I'm watching. So I'm like, oh my gosh, man. It's crazy. It was crazy. But you know when you can't even read comments, it's just a blicker of an eye. Things are just flying. But then there's one thing you can't miss. What's the price? What's the price? Price. I'm like, yeah. What's the price for this? So anyway, show ends, and then they have the treehouse situation. And then the prices come out. And I think Sean, I'm not sure if you said, I can't remember what you said for the price, but I think you were kind of on the nail. Where you said it would
Yeah, I
probably
was
be
saying
about
that
200
maximum of £400 for this thing.
Right.
Yeah,
So
maximum.
we have a situation here in the UK where the Switch here with a game, which will be Mario Kart World, will be £429, and without Mario Kart World, it'll be $395.
Yeah.
Now, the problem, which is not for us in the UK, happens to be for those overseas in the great USA. They did not have pre-orders at the point of the show. I think they recently got a pre-order date.
Yeah, just recent, yeah.
Just recently. And that would have something to do with the current affairs, with their commander-in-chief having tariffs and causing Nintendo and others to stagnate what they're going to do and how they're going to approach these so-called tariffs, which caused an issue. Now, with that being said, it's also caused a pricing issue for America, and them getting their Switch is going to cost. Now, I can't remember the official
So
number.
our Mario Kart bundle is $429.
Oh,
Their Mario Kart bundle is $450. So they're paying even more than we are.
Yeah.
And that's like something you just don't normally see. Normally, their prices are matched with ours, but it's cheaper because the pound is always more than...
Whoa, wait. How much did you say it was?
Theirs is $450. $450.
$450. Was that with Mario Kart?
That's their Mario Kart bundle.
Ah, okay. Because
And without Mario Kart, I think theirs is $429, just the base console.
Sean.
No, it's $400.
No. Listen, with Mario Kart, I think it's more than that.
And let me see the US price.
I think it's 509. I think it's 449 by itself and 509 with Mario Kart.
Their thing is expensive. Let me see.
Although I could be wrong. No, it's £500 with $500 with Mario Kart. And yeah, so basically we get Mario Kart for less. It will cost them more to just get the console without Mario Kart, basically. Yeah. So it's $500 with Mario Kart.
Oh yes, theirs cost $450 and Mario Kart bundle $500.
Yeah, that's so that's caused a massive problem for them.
Our Mario Kart bundles even cheaper than their base.
Exactly, their base. That's the problem. Yeah. That's what's happened. So for us to get Mario Kart, it's cheaper than if they got the machine just by itself. So there is a massive problem. But now, it's causing a lot of blowback online. A lot of people coming out complaining, and there are I would say reasoning for that on both sides. But when things are put into context, things can also will make sense from both sides of the argument. There are some mishaps here, but I don't know. I mean, for me, if you're asking me, look, is it worth it? Which is surely the answer. I would say from someone based over here, yes, it is. For someone who was considering getting a Steam Deck, yes, it is. It's new. It does have some new tech that you didn't have before, and it's able to do things that the one previously couldn't do before. And for the price, yes, I'm not in a position to start going, oh yeah, this, that, and the other, because as I said before, off of the podcast conversation, when the PS3 launched, it was a £500 machine, £500.
Yeah.
That was in the mid 2000s. There was no reason for that. This has come out in 2025. It will come out in 2025, and it's still below that price mark with a game and functions connected to a telly or portable, right? And and this is what really needs to be put into perspective. It can run things that you shouldn't really be able to run at a rate that it can while being portable. And that to me is a big thing. Some people will say, oh yeah, you just mean a Nintendo guy. No, that's just actual factuals. And there are some cons here too. And some of the cons will be, well, look, the game prices. You could say that. But at the same time, the PS5 came out 5 years ago, and those games all came out above the price that they should be. And the problem is with those games, you buy a FIFA or a Call of Duty, it's not going to be a year before there's another one. I can tell you right now, the last Mario Kart was 10 years ago. Right? 10 years ago. Right? So that's how Nintendo's not going to give you a game today and then say, oh, listen, there's another one coming out next year. Or another one coming out the year after. It doesn't work like that. Their cycles are quite long, but their quality does hold up. And I think that's what's definitely being missed here. And, there's a lot of negative with it. And, any of us who's been around would know. We've seen stuff like this before, Sean, where there was a high proportion of the gaming media, gaming outlets, gaming reporters who didn't want the Switch to even exist. They told Nintendo to go and put games on the other machines. Why don't you just do what Sega does and just make games? Don't make consoles no more. No, that didn't work out. So here we are. So with what I was saying in the last episode about being excited, yes, very excited. I like what I've seen. I didn't get the OLED, but it looks as though I got something that is comparable, or maybe in some aspects, maybe even better. the release time is kind of strange for me. That's right in the bang into summer. So I don't know what that's going on there. But yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. And, I'm looking forward to it coming out. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one whenever I can. I'm not in a particular rush. So when I come across it, I come across it. And that's pretty much my take from stuff with the Nintendo Switch right now. Any questions from you, Carlio?
No.
Sorry, I didn't mute there.
Yeah, sure.
I'm more impressed with this Mario Kart, man. That's got me interested there. I like that.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
playing.
it does look good.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. It was never on my bingo card for Nintendo to make an open world Mario Kart game like that.
It seems,
I never think of it.
but the thing is, it seemed. I think there were mods that put all the maps together. That was a mod that you could get, and I think you could put all the maps or they had a server where you could put all the they put all the maps together, and you could like. But it was like a really like niche thing. Not many people were playing it, but I did see it on Twitch one time, and they were playing this. They put rainbow map on there. They had all the maps in one place. So that sounds really good. That's really got my interest, and the fact that you're saying you can get all these games. I know they're old games, like you said, Raph, like Elder Scrolls, and the last game was Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk. Yeah, Cyberpunk's on there.
Just leaning back, just chilling. Yeah, I can deal with that. So it's sounding really promising, man. I might have to look into it a little bit more. You know what I mean, because I didn't watch press conference, but yeah.
You may have just sold the Switch to a new customer, man.
Maybe. Not that far yet, man. Mario Kart don't sell me Switches. If it's a GTA, I might be.
Yeah, I mean that I'm waiting to see, man. I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see what Rockstar do. Take-Two have already said that they're gonna support the Switch too. So I'm waiting to see where when they announce some games for it. So it'll be very because remember they recently put Red Dead Remastered on Switch, and I didn't see that coming. Like that surprised me. Obviously, the Red Dead Remastered, it was rumored for a long time, and then it eventually came. But I never thought they were going to put it on the Switch. I just thought, all the consoles and PC. But they put Red Dead on the Switch, so this is very promising for Red Dead 2, GTA 5. We might get them games on the Switch too, and then GTA 6. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the next year or two, when they start talking about their Switch games. It'll be very interesting.
Yeah. I'll be interested in it. I'll be keeping an eye out and see what's going on.
Yeah, because if they, like me, I haven't played GTA 5 in a while, and if they put that on the Switch too, I'd play it again just because it's portable. Because I can hold it in my hands and walk around with it and just take it with me. It's just accessible without having to launch the whole PC to play it. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a huge seller for me. So if they put GTA on there, especially GTA 6, I'm all over that.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely they got me with this. And for myself, I like how it looks. Like I look at the Steam Deck, I look at the Rogue Ally, I've looked at all these other handhelds, and the Switch 2 just looks better than them. Like I love the design of the Switch 2. It's more premium. It looks way better than the Switch 1. Like it's just designed so much better, and it's like more all black. Like it's just, it doesn't look much like a toy as it did. It was more toyish with the first one. With a lot of colors going on, where this one is like more like premium look. It looks worth the price it's asking, I think, essentially.
Yeah.
And then because I know Rusty touched on it, but the screen supports up to 120 hertz, so 1080p screen. It got HDR. And all these sort of features, I weren't really expecting them to run with this stuff. Like, definitely weren't expecting 120 hertz. And I wasn't expecting HDR either. Because I just thought, we got to wait for the OLED screen. And then, I've watched quite a lot of previews, and people are putting this Switch up against their OLED and they're saying that the Switch 2 is brighter, and they're like, there's like it in many ways is beating out the OLED one. Like, is black, like, because the thing about OLED is that black is really black on the screen, whereas on an LCD, black is kind of grayish. It's a gray thing. Where so that's the difference that you can notice between an OLED and an LCD screen. But for the colors and all of that and the brightness, they're saying that the Switch 2 screen is beating the OLED. So that's like really surprising to see, because no one was expecting that, because you just think LCD, you're thinking, nah, it's not going to be as good. But people are, I've watched like numerous previews to see what was going on, and people are bigging up the LCD screen on this Switch 2. And so I'm definitely, but we'll have to see when we get hands on to be sure what it really looks like.
So you not getting it, when's it come out?
It's coming out on the 5th of June. It's 5th of June.
Yeah, 5th of June, 7 weeks, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And you getting it day one? Or?
So I wasn't before, but after seeing that, I'm a big Mario Kart fan. Like, that's one of my favorite games on Nintendo. I'm a big Mario Kart fan, and that Mario Kart, that's what I said. It was not on my big. I just thought, the next Mario Kart's just going to be Mario Kart 8, but a new version. I wasn't expecting them to take any risks. Like, wasn't expecting that. Like, not only like Mario Kart's 12 races, they've doubled it. Not just add 5 or 6 more. They doubled it to 24 racers in a match. Do you know how crazy that's going to be online? Like, because I've done online races with 12 people, 24 people in a race. And then on top of that, this one's open world.
The thing that gets me is when you said that when you finished a race, you just drive to the next one.
Drive straight to the next course. Yeah, I was like, that is insane. I was not expecting them to do stuff like that. Like, I really wasn't expecting this.
Really good.
So they completely shocked me with this Mario Kart. Like, they've really like taking risks. They're trying new things, and I like that. Like, I completely appreciate it. So that definitely sold me on getting this Switch. So I'm definitely getting it day one. If I can, if I can get it day one, I'll definitely have it day one. But yeah, we'll see what happens going into the time. But yeah, no, I'm definitely in on it. And in the fact that, the Switch, the online has like, their old libraries, like the N64, so there's N64 games like Star Fox 64, GoldenEye. They got the Mega Drive, they got GameCube, all these things. Like, I didn't touch on any of those, like, legacy games. So I look forward to also playing those. And I already own Pokemon Scarlet. And, they confirmed that the Pokemon Scarlet is going to be getting a free upgrade on the Switch 2. So it's downloading games I already own on the Switch, like Pokemon Scarlet, Mario Maker 2. I'm going to be playing all these games on it. So I'm looking forward to the fact that I'm not just going to have Mario Kart. I'm going to have games that I didn't really go in on. I'm going to be able to download and play on this new version with the new Switch with the new hardware. So it's looking really good.
Okay.
So I'm very pleased. Like, they definitely got me. They sold me on it. And then if it gets GTA, oh my God, that'll be it. That'll be if it gets GTA 6, that's it. Shut down shop.
It's over.
It's over, man. It's over. So I'm just waiting for that. I'm waiting for Take-Two to make some announcements on what games they bring to the Switch 2. Because that's the thing to look forward to. Once the Switch 2 is out, they're going to do those directs for the other publishers to show their games. And then that's when we're going to start seeing all the other publishers being like, yeah, boom. Like, I've been already seeing the leak. Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming. Star Wars Outlaws is coming to Switch 2. I'm not already seeing Ubisoft stuff, but I want to see what the other publishers are doing. So after it's out, we're going to get those type of directs that's going to show us what the other publishers have got. Because it was shocking to see From Software. Like, I wouldn't have guessed that either. That they would have an exclusive game from Software. I would have never have bet that. If I saw that, I would have said, nah, that's bullshit. If that was a rumor, I would have said, nah, that's bullshit. Why would From Software do a Nintendo game?
That is actually big, man. Big.
That's a big get for them. Like, for them to get From Software to make them an exclusive game, that's a massive get for Nintendo. Because it's just the unlikely coupling. Like, you don't think of From Software and Nintendo. You don't put them two together. So that's a shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So for me, I'm definitely in on it. I'm definitely in. So you'll be getting my hands-on impression of like once I get my hands on it.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. I look forward to it, man. Let's see what's going on. Mm.
So Raf, what say you?
Well, what I said before, really. So
Mm.
I think it looks great. I think it's fantastic. I'll get one when I get one. Um, and the future's looking very bright for the Nintendo Switch 2. Um,
Yeah.
I'm Yeah, I mean, at this point, yeah, it's cool. I guess for me, the release it is a little bit off for me because it's something.
The summertime, yeah.
Yeah, the summertime. I already know what I like in summer, so I'm like, I when I go away, I always take my Switch anyway. But at the same
Yeah, you
time,
can take your Switch too now.
which is just standard anyhow. But my thing is, it's just an odd release, generally speaking, because it's been a
It's not very
long
fun,
winter.
isn't it?
It's been a long winter, and I think the last thing people want to be doing. And this is, I guess, where it does come into play. Is the last thing people want to be doing is at home in front of the TV. But the good thing with the Switch is the Switch goes with you wherever you go. So
Yeah.
that is something they have in their advantage. It's not just to sit at home and play.
Yeah,
So that one,
Go
nice.
lie on the beach with the Switch in your hands.
Nah, not lie on the beach, but at least while you're traveling to the place.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
if you're on a long haul flight or a long car drive
Yeah.
or a long train ride,
Yeah,
like
dude.
imagine. So I will have like my plans to go to different places, and a lot of those places minimum are going to be at least 2 hours traveling time, and that's enough time to play anything.
Play Switch.
So that in itself is a pretty good thing. But yeah, all in all, I'm quite positive with what I saw, and as I said before, one of my main things was it needs to have a certain screen. My only thing is seeing if this screen is really what people are saying, and if it is, that's only gonna amp me to make my move quicker than I would have. So yeah, it's good stuff. Really good stuff.
Yeah, man. But yeah, obviously, if someone gets their hands on, or if I get one before you
Yeah.
do, I'll bring it along so you can compare the screens with your OLED because you've got
Oh
the
yeah,
OLED.
yeah.
So
No doubt about that.
we'll definitely be able to. Because I remember, like, when the first Switch came out, you used to bring it down to your house. We used to be able to do battles on all
Yep.
four Joy-Cons. So yeah,
I remember that.
man. Like, it's going
Yeah,
back to
no
that, like
doubt.
being able to just take the Switch around is one of the things that you forget about the benefits
Of course.
just being able to take a little handheld console around.
Yep.
So yeah, it's definitely going to help with trips, man. Like when I'm on a journey, just have the Switch there.
Mm,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
man. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that brings us to the end. And yes, that's just 2 hours on the dot, I believe.
The thing we missed out on was obviously when people chat about price. Sony had the cheek
Aha.
to
Of
increase the
course.
prices.
Of course.
So
So
elaborate on that, Ralph.
yeah. So basically, now with there being a meltdown about the cost of this new console that is about to come out, we had Sony make an announcement that the PS5, a console that came out 5 years ago, is having a price increase. And that price increase actually doesn't have anything to do with the so-called tariffs that's going on. So it's happened already actually. So the price increase has come because I think they wanted to take advantage before anyone tried to like bulk buy the PS5 and then sell it later. So the price went up on the 14th of April, and the PS5 digital has no disc drive, is now £429 with nothing, no game, no nothing. And that's what Sony thought was a good idea to do. And
From 350, mind you.
What was it, 350 before?
350, yeah.
Oh, geez.
That's insane if you think about it. That's insane.
I don't get that. No, I don't get that. But that's what they've done. And that's where we are. And why is it gone up? I mean,
Yeah, what was their reason for it? Did they even give
they're
a reason?
basically saying a challenging economic environment, including high inflation and fluctuating exchange rates, behind its decision to increase the retail price of the PS5 in some markets in Europe, Middle East, Africa, and the Oceania. Well,
Crazy.
I still don't understand. I mean, if you don't
Or
have a
maybe it's a
PS5,
way to get them to push people to go for a Pro, because you feel like you get ripped off if you go for a base PS5 now.
well then, but then, even then, at this point in time, if it's 5 years into a console's life, if you don't have it now, I don't really think the person's really waiting to get one. And this definitely is not going to be an incentive to say, oh, you know what? Because a lot of the time people are like, oh, you know what? That console's kind of cheap now. I think I'm going to buy one. I've never heard anyone say, oh, that console's gone up. I'm going to get it now. Who does that? Nobody does
I
that.
don't know what they're doing.
Nobody does that. They're like,
know.
oh, it's really cheap. I'm going to get it now that it's cheap. So, I don't know. To me,
yeah, if anything, the price should be coming down. I just can't believe
I've not
that
seen
they
that
have
ever.
the balls to take it up.
Never
I can't
seen
believe it.
or heard 5 years into the life cycle of a machine that usually at maximum will do 9-10 years max, going up. Even when the demand's sky high, the price doesn't go up. And the demand for the PS5 is not, last I checked, something
well, like what it was.
yeah, exactly. So something that's newsworthy. So yeah, I don't get any of that. But that's where things have gotten to, people. So, as I said, we're now at the end, and we'll move around to some closing words for those that have any. And I believe the next time that we're on here, we may have a fresh topic, probably an original topic. It may not even be news related, but there'll be something to run with, and it possibly won't be too long. But without further ado, we'll go around, give some closing words. I'll start with you, Carlito. Give us some closing words and shut us down.
I mean, if you haven't watched the new Black Mirror, I'd say just watch it. Honestly, if you watched Black Mirror, watch this what do you call it, season, and what you think, because I think it's boring. But other than that, just get on, just play your games. There's going to be a good year. I think it's going to be a good year for games. I think in general. This Oblivion thing has just shocked me, and I'm going to be playing it.
I forgot about that. That I'm excited.
Viewing it as well. I'll be telling my piece on it. But other than that, just enjoy yourselves. And enjoy your games and your films and series. That's about it.
No doubt. And sure. Closing words, please.
Yeah, no, Carl just reminded me that I'm going to be jumping to Oblivion, so I'm going to be, right after this, I'm going to have my first steps into the world of the Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and I think by the next show I'll be able to have my first impressions, I suppose, of the game, because I doubt I will complete it by the time the next show is here. I got a few games, because I've got Expedition 33 in 2 days. And then, I don't know if you've seen, V Rising has a new update, whole lot of new content for free. And that's dropping next week. So I'm just like, boy, I'm going to go back to V Rising as well. So that's looking really good. New weapons, loads of new stuff. So I'm really yeah, my hands are going to be full over this next 2 weeks, so I am going to be eating good. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm at. So that's good.
Absolutely fantastic. That is.
Yeah. I'll go play those and watch the Dune movie.
Okay.
Yeah, just in line to see, I think they're going to be doing a beta for that Dune Awakening, which is a survival MMO. I keep thinking it's just a survival game, but it's actually an MMO. And it's by the makers of Age of Conan, Funcom. And we know that they're tops. We know that Age of Conan was a really good game. It was just way ahead of its time at the time. But yeah, they're trying again with a new MMO with Dune Awakening. And
yeah, but I was talking to you, Sean. I wasn't too happy with the prices.
Did you see the new combat? The live stream that they did.
Yeah, I've seen it all.
Yeah, what did you think of that new one? What did you think of it? Real quick.
I have to play it, man. I have to play it.
Yeah, it's a bit like, I'm not sure. There's some
Yeah,
good things about the game, and then there's some bits where I'm like, the combat looks a bit,
yeah,
like the melee looks clunky. I'm like, I just will never do melee in
yeah.
that.
Funky's
I'll
a good
just
word.
use
But
range.
I think they need to tune up the tracking of your moves and stuff. I don't know. It just looks like I don't know. It just looks a bit loose. I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. But yeah. The good news is that there is a beta coming, so we're about to play it before we actually buy it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's it. I want to see if it's worth investing in or not.
yeah. But
'Cause-
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's a very anticipated game for me. 'Cause I love Dune. So
yeah, yeah. I hope it's good because I like some stuff in it. Like I definitely like the way they mine stuff as well, like we're using that laser to track the line. I really
yeah.
like that. I think that's really cool. I like
I like
the anti-gravity stuff.
Yeah, I like the spaceship. The fact of like you can fly to your
Yeah, build the bases, build your vehicles. Like, I really like some of the stuff in there.
the way they use the sandworm and all that. Like you
Yeah.
can't make noise, and if it make
And you even got the powers in there, like you can make someone walk over to you. I was like, that's really good. I was like, that's really good.
Yeah.
So that stuff, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping it's good, man. I hope it's good when I play it.
Yeah, I've been disappointed a few times, three times.
You know, I've been quite fortunate because once Human delivered, V Rising delivered, a lot of the survival games I played recently really delivered, man.
For me, this is what I'm saying. It delivered for you, but not. I don't know. Once Human, something was missing in that, man. I don't know what it was, man.
I don't know. I had a great time with it. It's just a reset progress. I don't like the reset in progress stuff. And obviously Dune isn't going to be reset in progress when it's an MMO. And I prefer when you don't reset my progress. That's the sort of stuff that
I hate games
I don't like. Yeah, I don't like that. That's why I'm an MMO player. I want my progress to continue on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why this Dune has it's definitely got my attention, and I'm waiting to play the beta to see if it's as good as it, looks.
I'm gonna have a few to play it with as well, so it'd be man, nothing.
Now what, the aces? Are the aces on it? Is that what you're saying? Are you still rolling with the aces? What is it?
Groups, man. The aces, I got a few different people, man. Because I've got people.
Are they still about though? Are the aces?
Yeah. But they don't every genre in it. I've got because from playing these games, I just meet people in it, and then when you meet people, like the same sort of game. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From like Black Desert that like MMOs that play MMOs with me, and then there's people from Elder Scroll. There's loads of games that I play. I just like, I meet people along the way, and they kind of stick with me on the Discord. So they just message me.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I've got people for V Rising. I got people for One Human. I've got people for Path of Exile 2. It's crazy.
Yeah. So
I
have loads of people to play. So I'll see what happens, man. See, it should be good.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good, man. I hope it's good. It's always good to have good games, man. Competition.
Yep.
So that's me, man. What about you, Raf?
So for myself, closing words will be, we spent the show speaking about the new console and the release of Oblivion, Elder Scrolls. I'm going to take it somewhere else and let anyone who's listening know this. We're about to have a very, very good period of horrors. And these are cinematic horrors. I already have my fill of horrors on the streaming app known as Shudder. But as I said, I recently watched what's the film called now? Definitely Unicorn. And the trailers I saw for some of the horrors have me absolutely and utterly excited for the Final Destination Bloodlines, for 28 Years Later, for Megan 2.0, for a film called Drop from the makers of Happy Death Day. And I'm pretty sure there was another one, but they're all in very close proximity to one another. So as much as there's these films that people are expecting to be, the summer huggers, there's something out there. There's a lot coming together for the for the horror genre. So my closing words are: look out for them, get ready to enjoy them, and get ready to hear me talk about them too. And until then, enjoy yourself. Hope you made it to this part of the podcast, and if you did, good for you. And other than that, till the next time.
Peace.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.